Greetings, Guardians, and welcome to the Voice of the Vanguard. Today I have with me Sully from Sully Games. Say hello, Sully.
Hello, Guardians.
And today we will be talking about the TWAB, regarding the mods and all that other good stuff, that the changes coming in the Beyond Light expansion this fall. But first, let's talk about the Festival of the Lost. How far have you gotten? How many chests have you opened?
Actually, off the top of my head, I really don't know.
Okay. Well, I'll just say that I opened 45 at least.
45? Jeez.
I've gotten to the point where I got that lens that everyone's talking about.
Yeah, which we don't know. We don't know what that goes to, correct?
Correct. All we have are speculations.
Hawkmoon.
I like Aldrin's theory that it's a thing you use for turning armor into ornaments.
Yeah.
Like it's
that was.
Yeah, it's completely like out there, and there's like nothing to base that off of. Like he says it fits with the Halloween costumes and such, and I just don't see that. But it's a good theory.
It is. I am interested. I wonder if we'll get anything on Tuesday up with it or not. But which I don't know if I'll actually be on Tuesday.
I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but it's listed under Flare, under collectibles, and all the Flare stuff is like cosmetic, right? So I figured maybe it's a new type of cosmetic. That's my bet. That's my guess. It could just be a placeholder for them to put it there while we wait.
Yeah, it might be.
But I'm just going to go with what I have on hand here. It's an Ascendant lens, focusing lens from Dreaming City through which the Ascendant plane can sometimes be seen. So it could be something to do with the quest. There is a triumph that's hidden. So it probably goes with that, which might be...
Oh, 100%.
I don't know if it'll be exotic, though. I think we got all the exotics for this season.
That we know of.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be so, like, I was like, what if they brought like an exotic that was supposed to like technically be out with Beyond Light, but was tied to Festival of the Lost, and
that's why you think it's Hawkmoon?
Yeah, I was just kind of like, Hawkmoon.
Pretty good guess.
It seems spooky. It's like a spooky type of gun. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hawkmoon. So, I really don't think it is that. I'm actually be really surprised. It's probably just some new legendary, to be honest.
I don't know. It'd be pretty cool if you go back to Dreaming City and you place it somewhere, like in the blind well or something. The door opens up and there's a whole new thing for you to do. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, because like it's really weird because a lot of like, I'm sure some of this stuff, well, because we might not even actually know what it does. Honestly, well, I guess if it's tied to the Secret Triumph, though, maybe, because you gotta figure like Festival of the Lost was like planned for Beyond Light,
right?
So like, yeah. I wonder, like that's where like I wonder if it has something to do like Beyond Light content, because like
yeah, it could be that we won't know where this goes to until after Beyond Light.
It's gonna bring us Aldrin.
Resurrected from the dead.
Yeah. Well, he's already alive.
Well, it fits with the Festival of the Lost theme, you know? Yeah, he was lost and now he's found.
Yeah.
Anyways. I did go back to the Dreaming City to do some... I don't even know why I went back this week.
Because it's a great area.
It is really good. As soon as I loaded up, I'm like, oh, I love this place.
It's the best destination that we've seen in Destiny, in my opinion.
Yeah. 100%. But
in all of Destiny, so D1 and D2. My phone's blowing up.
You get all these hate tweets now?
Oh, no, it's just everybody, I guess, supposedly going just weird notifications. I need to turn off some stuff, and it just I'll get 10 of them in a row. I'm just like,
Oh yeah, so we've been playing through the Festival of the Lost. You can grind for two different guns. They were the guns that you earned from the previous Festival of the Lost.
I was about to say, yeah.
The Braid Tech Werewolf and I can't remember what the other one is. Horror? No, it's not Horror Story. It's right. Or is it a Horror Story? It might be Horror Story.
Honestly, I don't even know, because I don't even like really care for them. Because I didn't like the Braid Tech, in general. Like, I don't think it's that good of an AR. I think there's just better options, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, so the 600s are destroying it right now, and the 360s are kind of whatever. Yeah. So it could be a weapon that ties in with it, instead of, because maybe this brings in the third weapon for this, like the weapon for this year, Festival of the Lost.
Maybe. My guess would probably be like some type of like legendary weapon that's gonna be like of power.
I apologize for all this coughing. It's just was waiting for my tires to get changed for 2 hours and sitting in automotive. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. What do you think about the actual activity for this year?
It's fine. Like, it's better than the last thing we just had was the Imperial Dead Zone thingy-majig.
Oh yeah, Solstice of Heroes.
Yeah, Solstice of Heroes. It's a lot better than that. Like, the Haunted Forest is like somewhat enjoyable. Like it's just, but it's something different, at least. The bounties generate bright dust, so like you can grind out some bright dust.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's a nice
it's
little
the same event from
filler.
last year. It's 100%. Oh, yeah. It's not 100% the same. It is the same, except for this time, instead of like going through multiple levels to get multiple chests, you could just go through one level to get 6 chests, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, guaranteed every time. And so what it's made it, like, what they've done is that they've made it so that you really just don't want to complete it, right? You just want to sit there for 15 minutes and then get your loot. Like, so that's what people have been doing. They just run through one level so they make sure that they can get the rewards at the end, and then they just AFK for the rest of the time.
Yeah, which is really shocker, AFK in Destiny. Yeah, but I mean, it's a filler. To be honest, like.
So in my opinion, they made it worse than last year.
You think so?
Yeah, because at least now, or at least last year, it encouraged you to actually try and go through the different stages, get as high as you can.
Nobody wants to try. We just want to AFK and get our loot, Kane. So I mean, at least the developers are watching and listening to the community.
They understand that the community just wants to sit in a fire team and then get loot at the end. That's it. They don't want to play the game.
Exactly.
Who wants to play video games? Like, that's boring.
Right. Exactly. Just give me the loot. Like, that's all I care about. Like, I don't want to actually do anything. I just want it.
So, for all you AFK Forge farmers, this event is for you. So throughout this week, the way you open the chests at the end of the
this
forest,
is the big thing.
It started off this week as you would get 1 decoder from doing a random activity, and the drop rate for it was apparently insanely low. So it forced a lot of grinding. Then after that, they decided to up the drop rate, and apparently that wasn't enough. So then they doubled, so you got 2 decoders instead of 1 for when you get it to drop. I didn't play that whole week until they finally made those changes, like Friday night, basically. And so I'm like, all right, I'm good. Like, I'll grind this out now, I guess. And apparently, like, Trials was really good for it. Like, I can't remember who I was playing with.
I haven't heard Trials. I think when I saw people were saying 750 Nightfalls.
Yeah, like Nightmare Hunts and stuff like that you could just blaze through in like 2 minutes. But I'm just saying, like, as just a regular player, if you're just playing like Trials for the drop, like the engram this week, I got at least 2.
Oh, you're talking about like a regular Trials player. I thought you were like just referring to like a regular player. I'm like, what regular player is like? So let's play some Trials.
I got the Summoner. I finally got the Summoner. It's really cool.
There you go.
That's the only reason I played Trials this week. It's a really good gun. I like it quite a bit.
It is good.
I needed a good solar weapon, and that's going to be my go-to.
I need to hop in and start playing some I need to start playing some comp too. I've been getting really good in PvP. So,
but anyways, I was saying I was getting 2 like every other match, and so since we needed about like 8 matches or so, I got quite a bit. I got like at least 8 keys, maybe 16 keys, something like that. It was crazy. It was dropping like madmen. Apparently there was like a glitch or something where Inspire, well, I think at the end of the encounter you could like load out and load back in and it'll count as a completion. And so you would get your key. But also it counted it as like a full completion of the raid. So it counted in the in like whatever API they use. And Spire was the most played raid this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. GG Spire. The Spire finally getting some love from the community.
Yeah, just because they could cheese it. That's the only reason.
Hey. We'll take it.
Yeah, anyways.
Anything for a W.
Anything for a W. So what else did we get this week? We got a new trailer.
We got the little trailer.
Yeah.
Showing off a few weapons.
You want to take it from here?
And some armaments. Sure, I'm actually going to just play the video.
Okay.
Just kind of.
So I actually just pulled up.
I
pulled up a Polygon article that listed them. So I'll just go through them in the order that they have it in.
Well, I just kind of. The sword looks sexy though.
Mm-hmm. So the first thing they have listed here is No Time to Explain pulse rifle.
And by this could be really good in PvP, to be honest.
Pulses are fairly good in PvP at the moment.
Yeah, they are, and especially so if like even if pulses don't like really like receive like love or nerf, like the exotic perk for this weapon is similar to like what we've been seeing with like Traveler's Chosen and like some of the other weapons is when you hold down R, it's gonna spawn in like a little, essentially like an arc buddy.
Yeah. A little, like,
will
ghost guy will follow you.
Following you around and, like, just shooting at enemies. Like, that's pretty cool. Like, that, even if it's, like, only, like, a small amount of damage, I mean, there's been multiple times where, like, if you had that little extra damage, you would have either killed the other person before they killed you or at least traded. So, like, I'll be interested to see on how this weapon goes. I will definitely be doing a test out on this when the 10th drops. No, we'll definitely be taking this bad boy into Crucible, but I'll let you.
Yeah, another thing they have here is that precision hits and hits against enemies affected by stasis will return to the magazine. Stack this effect, summon the portal, which will fire bullets from an alternate timeline of the weapon. So, not only do you get an arc buddy, you also get your ammo back. It's pretty good. Then we have Cloud Strike, the sniper rifle. Precision final blows will generate lightning bolts at the target location. Rapid precision shots will summon an entire storm at the point of impact. Sorry, this is where you talk.
Oh, my bad. I was watching the video. What did you? I was so involved with the video. What did you?
Okay, so Cloud Strike sniper rifle. It does lightning bolts on precision headshots, and then also it will summon a storm at the point of impact with rapid precision shots.
This is gonna be nice, I think, in PvE. I do know in the video they were showing PvP. So man, I guess if you're like really good at sniping with precision hits, this could be like really successful. But I think this could be definitely a weapon to help. Snipers have been very known for like not really taking out like groups of ads, so like it'd be interesting to see on how like we can use this sniper to potentially become like maybe like a replacement to like almost like 21 Delirium, depending on how the exotic perk works exactly.
It looks like it might be something similar to Dune Marchers.
Okay.
So like if you hit something with it, it'll chain lightning to a bunch of other enemies around it. So
the second hit is where it's interesting when it causes correct
storms. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up we have the Lament. It's a new sword.
When I saw this thing, I literally instantly thought Doom.
Yeah, like the top of the sword has the Doom look to it. Yeah, this thing looks awesome. It basically looks like a chainsaw mixed with a Doom blade.
No, yeah, 100%. It looks something straight out of Doom.
I'm looking for the description of it. A mortal blade, a stalwart shield blocked with the Lament to rev the blade, then shred through shielded enemies. At its peak, damaging an enemy will heal the wielder. So that'll be good for shield barriers.
Yes. This might actually take Fallen Guillotine's spot, but
yeah. I can think of it being pretty good for the second encounter for Garden. Like, you can just throw this on instead of a guillotine. I don't know if it's even needed, though, because you usually try to kill them before the shields go up, so...
Well, I mean, not even just talking, like, Garden, but, like, you figure, like, Nightfalls and, like, other things.
The thing about Nightfalls, though, is that, like, especially Grandmaster Nightfalls, specifically... you might get killed before you get up there and slice them.
Well, I'm not even talking about like Grandmaster. I'm just talking about like other activities other than just like raids. Because I mean, I would say probably the most used heavy weapon right now is the Falling Guillotine.
Yeah, for sure.
So it'd just be interesting to see on what else comes out, and with the exotic slot, I mean, it could hurt it a tad, but it looks cool. Has potential.
Yeah.
Plus, it does heal.
Yeah, it does heal, and also encourages you to block. So I'm hoping that there's like some really good guard on this. Either no damage or very little damage gets taken to you when you block. So we'll see how that works in practice. Next up, we have Salvation's Grip grenade launcher.
I was watching this. I was kind of. This was probably like the least overwhelmed. I thought
the least interesting.
Yeah, like I was just kind of like, like because you shoot it and it like literally like it's stasis, it's darkness, it like literally just freezes things and like makes walls. I'm just kind of like I just feel like it just makes things cluttered, and I don't like doing that.
Oh, we'll see how things go, because this is going to be stasis in general. It's going to be making a bunch of crystals and walls and stuff. I don't know if that's going to be cumbersome or if that's going to be cool, like just freezing enemies and shattering them. Redemption.
Like, I don't know.
Salvation's Grip grenade launcher. Redemption is within your grasp. Each fired projectile will create stasis crystals that will freeze nearby targets. Charge to increase the amount of crystals created and the freeze radius. Yeah. I don't know. I'll see myself using this if it's a stasis gun. And I don't want to switch like my subclass or my energy weapon. and I need stasis for something.
Yeah,
Could be
like
useful.
they could be good for that. I mean, I'm definitely once I get it, I'm gonna like test it out. But like out of all the weapons that they showed, I was least interested in this one. I was just kind of like,
And let's move on into the armor exotics. First up, we have the Icefall Mantle, the Titan Gauntlets. Stand tall against the oncoming hordes with this reinforced armor that replaces the Titan's barricade with an overshield, absorbing damage from incoming fire.
This could be real annoying in PvP. Like, literally, Titans get, like, sometimes literally, like, the most broken exotic armor pieces in the game.
Finally, we have something to combat the hunters.
Maybe just because they're a trash, character, I don't know, so they kind of need the help with the exotic.
Listen, man, hunters have had overshields with their abilities for fucking years. Let's give it to the Titans now.
Yeah, but no, like, this could be really cool. Like, and it might be really, it could be really
make resilience actually something worth investing into.
Yeah, and then on the PvE side, this could be useful in terms of, like, maybe some higher end activities, just because, like, you could use it to get that extra, like, resistance to damage to get, like, a res off or something like that, but...
Or if you're about to die, like you can just, instead of panic bubble, you can panic barricade yourself.
Yeah. I feel like this is going to be more of an exotic, focused on PvP, but we'll kind of see on how much of, like, a resistance it is, and, like, once the 10th drops around, I'll be messing around with this once again and trying to see on how it works in both PvE and PvP. But I feel like this is going to be annoying PvP.
Titans haven't had a very good broken exotic in a while, so...
Oh yeah, because you guys had, like, One-Eyed Mask and, like...
Yeah, we had One-Eyed Mask for quite a while.
2 years, and then you had, the legs.
Which, Dune Marchers?
Nope.
Which
the other ones. Sorry, I think they start with an A.
Oh, Ardius Wards.
Yeah,
but that was more of a gimmick.
While,
it wasn't like a real...
I don't know. I mean, I wasn't playing PvP at the time, but a lot of the people were really complaining, like, that was, like... one of the most annoying exotics.
The only time I really used them, I was playing with Demandred. We were doing duos, and I would just, like, slide with the Ardius Swords and shotgun guys. There was you would get no damage when they shoot at you with it because it's bouncing the damage back to them. Yeah. So I can understand that. I didn't use them when they were like that though. So I don't know. I can't testify to how broken they were. I can testify One-Eyed Mask because I actually used it.
Everybody did.
When you're shit at PvP, you gotta take what you can. You gotta use the meta to destroy the meta.
I guess so. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this piece of armor is.
Yeah. Then we also have Precious Scars, rather. Titan Helmet. Prove your strength even when coming back from the brink. Upon revives, the Titan gains an overshield aura that protects the wearer and nearby allies.
I was trying to figure... I really don't know, like, in terms of, like, with this exotic, like... whatsoever, to be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing because you already get an overshield when you res and when someone reses you.
Yeah, so I was just kind of like...
I wonder if it's just like a longer lasting overshield, and also if it's going to be kind of like a well or a rift type situation where it'll be like an area of effect where you can heal up or get an overshield or something. Depending on how long that lasts, it'll be interesting, but it's only useful when you res someone. It's not useful any other way.
Yeah, But you got the broken exotic, so that's good. So you have to get like one that's just kind of like
whatever.
What is this? Yeah.
Next up, we have the Hunter Mask of Bacchus, Bacchus,
cool.
whatever. Don the mask and replace the Hunter's dodge ability with a longer range shift ability that also temporarily cloaks the wearer during use. Hunters have Blink again! Yay!
Yes. Could be really annoying. So.
Yeah.
No, there's no, I mean, you can get, with the right build, I mean, you can get your dodge back in 9 seconds. Like, so.
Yeah. How does it look like in the video again? Is it like a blink, or is it like you?
Yeah, I would say it's more like a blink. I guess like we actually had this talk last night when we were talking if we're gonna be able to like receive damage while actually in the process of the blink.
Yeah,
and it looks like from the video that we aren't. Because hammers pop off, and he throws a hammer, and he blinks forward, and then he kills the hammers with a sword. So I'm assuming if he was going to be able to like receive damage in that blink type or shift, or I don't know how we're actually. Is it more concerned? Like, is it worded as a shift by Bungie?
Yeah, it's interesting to see how this will play out because. Yeah, you see the hammer get thrown, and then he disappears. It doesn't hit before he it hits after he disappears. So it could just be not there anymore. I wonder if this will just make it so that... Because they also mentioned that you'll be cloaked. So I just wonder if this will make you, like, really invisible, where no one can see you until you pop out. Instead of having that weird shimmer on yourself. I don't know. I don't know.
Because I feel like regardless, I think those hammers would have hit him.
I don't think so.
Like, without, like, if it was a dodge, those hammers hit him. So, I don't know, we'll be interested to see this, and this could be, once again, really annoying, but a lot of fun to use. If you don't like shotguns, you might want to stay out of PvP for a minute.
They just need to remove shotguns and sniper rifles from Crucible.
Stop. We're not going back to year 1 D2. I'm sorry.
I just don't like the... everyone has the ability to do a one-hit kill. Like, off the bat. I don't like that. I think I prefer the D1 method where you get your special... Like, a special crate spawns, so you have to fight over it. That kind of deal. Alright,
there's always ways around that, but...
Yeah. So let's talk about the other gauntlets. The gauntlets, actually. Is it Arthur's? Or I guess I'll just say R3's? R3's Embrace?
These are kind of cool. I don't know how effective they're going to really be. It's a cool idea.
So this is going to be the Hunter's Weighted Knife gains a second ricochet. Rapid precision hits gain a damage bonus and can temporarily stagger enemies.
Gotta sneeze.
So what it looked like in the video was that he threw his knife like at a blank wall, and it just bounced a couple times and then killed somebody. So I don't know if this is going to be like super homing, kind of like how the knife was, like. I don't know if originally, but there was a moment there where it was magnetically getting stuck.
It was broken.
Yeah, it was magnetically getting stuck to your head, no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was just like... I feel like if you're good with these, I think they're going to be really good. But I don't think it's going to be like an exotic you put on and you're going to be like... Or you're going to go into Crucible and you're going to be like... Hey, I'm going to throw these on. Like, because, yeah, I just feel like there's almost too much, like, kind of, like, planning with these. With the second ricochet, like, I don't know, what are your thoughts with them?
Like I said, it could just be, broken because with the knife with the ricochets, it just magnetically gets stuck to your head because it looked pretty.
Yeah.
It looked pretty magnetic to me.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I was just kind of like, I think it's a cool concept type thing. I think it's, once again, they got a really good exotic, and then you armor piece, and like the second exotic piece is just kind of like.
Well, you can have a pretty good build around it with.
Yeah.
You can either try to do it like a Monte Carlo, or you have your dodge, where your dodge gives you your weapon back. So you can do a very good throwing knife build with this.
Yeah, you could.
Alright, next up we have the Necrotic Grip for the Warlock. Deadly Caress compounded. Melee attacks corrupt enemies with increasing damage over time. Defeating a corrupted combatant spreads the corruption to nearby enemies and restores melee energy.
I'm interested to see on how like this works out, but I think the Warlocks kind of got shafted with the 2 armor pieces. Like, this definitely isn't going to be used in PvP. In terms of PvE, like, I'm just, I guess, interested to see on some of like the passive abilities from this armor piece, but like, I don't really want to give an opinion on them until I actually use these, I guess.
It's all about poisoning. So
yeah, like
killing someone with it and having the poison spread to other guys in your vicinity could make or break.
I don't really know
could
how
make or break a
effective they are,
one-on-one.
though.
You know.
Yeah, it could. I'm just interested. I'm more interested, kind of like see like once I actually get my hands on them and try it. Because, like, the other, like, exotics, I could kind of, like, actually give, like, a review and be like, oh, these are going to be, like, really good or, like, really bad. Like, this could literally go both ways. Like, it could be really good depending on, like, how much of, like, a poison damage.
Yeah. It'll probably be as good as Felwinter's Helm. Because I find myself using that quite a bit. Even in PvP. Because I'll melee one guy, and then another guy will come around the corner and he's like staggered and stunned and he can't see, and I fuck him up and then move on. Like, it's good for if you're being 2v1 or if like a 1v1 and then another one enters. It could be good in that kind of situation.
It might be.
But yeah. There's nothing else, right? That's it?
No, there's the exotic armor piece with Daybreak for Warlock.
Oh yeah, that's right. This article didn't mention that because it's from Polygon. What did it even say? It said it like better homing or something, or like better damage.
It looked like it actually kills things.
Oh great! I love it when my super kills things. It's amazing.
I literally like.
It's for your Dawn Blade.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think the Warlocks got shafted for this. Like,
I would rather use
with
that
the exotic armor pieces.
What's it called? I think is it called Phoenix Cradle, the one where you use your Dawn Blade and then it spawns like a empowering and healing rift?
Yeah,
I'd rather use that.
Yeah.
Than this. I don't know. You have anything else to say?
No, I think the Warlocks got shafted. Like, I wasn't really impressed with the exotic armor pieces with the Warlock. I think the Titans...
They had nothing to improve or change up their class ability.
That we know of, I guess.
I'm saying, like, the other two had an exotic that changes the way their class ability works. Like, completely.
Oh.
And the Warlocks didn't get anything like that.
Because we don't receive love. Deej doesn't love us anymore.
Like, it would have been interesting if there was like an instant cast for your Rift or something like that. Like, that could be cool.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I don't know how many times I get killed before I pop my Rift in PvP.
I've seen a lot of people complain about their, like, the animation for the Rift takes way too long.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, hopefully we receive something like that they're like not like showing that's really cool. Like, I would have been really cool if they would have just gave us Light Beyond Nemesis. Even though it's a D1 exotic.
What does that do?
So you're able to like basically revive teammates faster, and then your super generates an extra orb.
Nice.
And it's the best looking helmet for a warlock. So, like, I don't know. I would have been completely happy with that, but like these two exotics were just kind of like, eh. And as I said, like the first one, the one with the poison, like it could go either way, like depending on how much damage the enemies receive, and it could be really good, and it could be like really broken. Mm-hmm. But I feel like if it is really broken, they're gonna nerf it, and it's just gonna be completely pointless. And the only way it's gonna be useful if it's broken. Like, just because if you're playing PvE, like unless you're kind of like messing around, like you're probably running Luna factions or like Starfire Protocol with the kills in the well to generate super energy. Or if you're in PvP, you're probably running Transversus Steps. Fell Hunters is another one that's really good. And
the second melee charge is pretty good too.
Yeah.
There's
Claws.
There's like a general like use this if you don't know what you're doing or if you don't want to put together.
Fitting aspects I really like too.
Yeah, I like those.
That's a good one. That's probably my favorite. So like I feel like out of the two like new ones that we know about and like they kind of like talked and showed off, like I don't really feel like any of them like really took that spot. Where like if I'm looking at
for the
Hunter and the Titan, like you at least had one of the exotics was like literally like day one, I want to try out and play this in either PvE or PvP.
Right. Yeah.
Where like you're thinking warlock wise, like okay, I want to try this out just to see like if it's even worth trying out. Like, so I don't know. I think warlocks kind of got shafted, but I mean, we are the best class, so.
All right. Move on into the TWAB now.
Yeah, we can.
All right. So we'll move on into the TWAB. We've already talked about the weapons and gear. New light. So they're going to be changing up the way new light works, and they're going to be adding. Is it going to be more similar to the way D1 started?
It sounds like it. When I was reviewing the TWAB the other day, so it seems like it's going to kind of be more focused early on D1. It seems like they're going to do a better job at like explaining on what to do. Like I was actually just talking to somebody today on Twitter, like on how they want to like play Destiny 2, but they like launch it and they're just like, I don't know what to do. Like,
yeah.
So I'm hoping this complete redesign of the new light does a better job at like holding the hands of new players that are coming in, because like
it's gonna be tough though, because it's launching November 10th, and there's gonna be a bunch of video games coming out around then.
No, you're completely right, but like this doesn't necessarily have to mean a focus on November 10th. If they can help provide a better first time experience in February 2021, that's perfect. I think that's what the plan needs to be. The plan doesn't need to be November 10th. The plan needs to be from here on out. When you have a new person coming in playing Destiny 2, they need to be able to have a better guidance on like what to do, because obviously like for the most people that are like close to me and to like our community, our clan, like no, I had to delete all my characters. And I can tell you, like, the New Light experience is horrible. Like, if I had no clue what I was doing, like, none of this stuff makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, it just literally tells you, it doesn't even tell you to do the story missions.
No,
it literally tells you to go to this planet, do a few things, collect your reward, go to this planet, complete some stuff, collect a reward, go to this planet, complete it, and like once you do all the planets, like you're done. So I'm hoping it seems like they're gonna have a better experience this time around, and hopefully this does take a
better onboarding
effect. Yeah, because
the
New Light experience is really bad.
Yeah, New Light is really bad. I hope it's way more direction based, because it wasn't at all.
It wasn't. Because like it didn't even tell you like where to go. Like if you're a New Light player, like if you didn't read TWAB or you didn't know where to go, like you had no idea to go talk to Amanda.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Say what's different now is that you won't immediately find a ship. Rather, you'll stumble into another Guardian in the wild. Sean Han is his name, and he's on a mission with his fire team to investigate what the Hive are up to in the Cosmodrome. He'll show you the ropes, help you find your way among the gameplay and systems of Destiny 2. As a new player, you'll spend your first few missions getting acquainted with the state of the world in Destiny 2. You'll have opportunity to take a few weapons out for a spin, find engrams, try different armor, see our progression systems, and have some time to learn how to navigate the UI, to understand quests, bounties, collections, and more. All of this will happen before you set foot in the tower, and our hope is that this refreshed New Light experience will give a much warmer welcome to Guardians as they play Destiny 2 for the first time.
Hopefully.
Interesting, Sean Han. Do you think he's going to die at the end of the mission? I wonder if this guy is going to die at the end of the onboarding mission. If he's like just disposable, it's like, yeah, you learn how to play the game with this guy, and then he dies but helps you get a ship, and then you go to the tower. Tells you, go to the tower.
I don't know. I'll be interested. It might be, honestly, like...
Or maybe he's the Cosmodrome vendor.
Yeah, I was about to say he's going to be probably the Cosmodrome NPC, will probably be my guess.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, that'd be, like, a good way to, like, introduce on what, like, that every planet has, like, an NPC.
Yeah.
And, like, kind of have, like, a understanding on, like, maybe some of, like, the backstory of that stuff, too. Oh my gosh. I told you, like, the entire, like, episode, like, I just been trying to, like, need to sneeze, but, like, I couldn't, and then, boom.
Yeah, the Mandarin in chat says that people are speculating this is Aldrin in disguise. I don't think it is.
Yeah, same. I literally think once we're gonna get Aldrin, and we're gonna get Aldrin. Like, there isn't, like...
He's not gonna be a different identity. He's not gonna have a different name or anything.
Yeah. 100%.
Although maybe he would, just so he doesn't get shot by every single Guardian that ever comes his way.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So with Cosmodrome coming out of the Destiny Vault, this gave us a perfect opportunity to overhaul a new player experience. For veteran players out there, it'll be a stroll through memory lane. While the playlands are strictly quarantined per Vanguard orders, you'll still be able to explore much of what you remember from your first days as a Guardian. running through the moth yards to collect spin metal, heading down the stairs of the steps to face off against powerful hive knights, and more. There will be occasional moments of
Dude, those knights.
Yeah, those knights, dude. They had question marks above their heads.
Yeah.
I remember going down there, and it was my first time playing, right? So I go down there and I find these guys. I'm trying to shoot them and kill them. I think they're immune. I can't remember. If you're
I still remember going down there. I'm gonna pull this card out. But back when it was in alpha.
Oh, the D1 alpha vet.
Yes, and going like, oh, look at these guys, and like literally just the dude just chop dead. I'm just like, okay, we're not going down there.
I told my my buddy about this when we were playing Destiny for the first time, and so I'm like, I need your help. I need you to help me like kill these guys because I can't do anything. We just got destroyed. It was hilarious. But anyways, there'll be occasional moments of discovery, like stumbling upon lost sector you haven't seen before. If you're an existing player and would like to go through the new quests, it'll also be available to you on November 10th.
All right, I can't remember if they announced that.
We're excited to see how new players react to the revamped new light experience, and for many of you to get your boots back on the ground in the Cosmodrome. That's what I'm excited about, is to go back to the Cosmodrome, like what they did with the moon, and add in like the lost sectors and other stuff.
Yeah, at least it's not like the main focus either.
Yeah.
Like, how like the moon was like the main focus.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am happy. I'm still really excited about the DCV in terms of like future, what we're gonna be seeing. Like, it's as much as we kind of sit here and we're really excited for like November 10th with Beyond Light and all the new content that we're gonna be getting. I'm interested in seeing how Bungie's gonna handle the DCV for seasons. So
yeah,
I don't know if we'll ever get any clarification
on
that, but
we'll probably only get clarification for the next, like the season after next,
Yeah.
So next up, mods. We're getting a big change to mods. Starting off
a good change.
Starting off with the biggest change of them all weapon oriented armor mods. So hand cannon loader, fusion rifle, ammo finder, stuff like that, have been changed to any energy type.
This is huge. And like I'm being like real, like for real on this. This is like such a smart change, just because like it makes like you don't have to worry about having different stat rolls or different.
You don't have to worry about having 9 different sets of armor.
Yeah, like okay, you're going into PvP, okay, or just I guess anything, but I'm gonna use PvP for example. And you're messing around and you're playing with a hand cannon. Well, after 3 games, you want to swap and like play with a pulse rifle. Like, you don't have to worry about like finding that armor piece or anything. Like, you don't have to worry about having separate armor pieces. Like, it's all just like you can have your highest PvP armor piece and like that's it. Like, that's all you need to worry about now, is instead of having multiple pieces, you just need the one. Like, it makes things, I think, just so much convenient.
Yeah, I'll say this for a fact that this whole year, I've given up on trying to get different energy pieces for different mods and all that stuff. Like, I just did not care, and I just used what I liked. Like,
yeah. No, because it's already... The game's already such a cluster right now with all this stuff. So, like, this, I think, helps keep the game, your inventory
The only time I ever, like, actively tried to switch out mods was if I was trying to solo a piece of content, or if we were doing Garden of Salvation.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah. So this will... I think this will free up people for more experimentation, actually using the mods, stuff like that. So as a result of the above, all arc charged with light mods will now activate their second perk. if they have any other arc mod equipped on the same armor piece, or if they have any other arc charged with light mod socketed in any other armor piece you are wearing. Okay.
I mean, it really wasn't much for me to say there.
Enhanced mod rebalancing. All mods that have enhanced version of that mod, so enhanced hand cannon loader, have had the base mod's efficacy increased to match that of the enhanced version of the mod. So as a result, those enhanced mods have now been deprecated, and the base mod's energy costs have been adjusted upwards slightly, but are still lower than the equivalent enhanced mods. Some mods have moved to different slots to create more competition for mod sockets across armor pieces. For example, fast riding mods have been moved to the arm socket. Essentially what they're doing is that they're making enhanced mods cheaper and more accessible, and deprecating the lesser mods. So you probably won't even be using those. Have anything to say?
No, other than the fact I feel another sneeze coming on.
Great.
So, yeah. These allergies have been just a disaster today.
Yeah. This is going to be pretty good for people that want to use different types of loaders. So, like, for example, a hand cannon and a shotgun loader.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it will be too expensive, or you can't use something else. Like, it was a pain in the ass to use the enhanced loader stuff. Raid mods. So speaking of raids, raid mods, starting at Season 12, Last Wish, Guard of Salvation, the upcoming Beyond Light raid armors will now have a 5th dedicated armor mod socket that is exclusively to the mods related to that raid. So Last Wish and Guard of Salvation armor acquired prior to Season 12 will not have this armor socket, but will still be able to use the mods related to that raid in the new Legacy armor mod socket. That really sucks, because people have been grinding this season to get armor for next season.
Yeah.
And if you were grinding armor for the raid specifically, I guess you don't really need to worry about getting a new set, but still.
I kind of saw, like, there's 50-50 with this change. I like it just because, like, I feel like, once again, like, it's just kind of nice having just, like, a general, like, area just to drop, like, raid mods.
So what mods are we having on our armor now? It's going to be the stat bonus, right?
Yep.
And then the 2 armor slots.
2 armor. And then you'll have, like, your seasonal.
And you'll have your
and then
combat
for
one?
raid armor,
I think the 4th one's combat.
you'll have...
Which is what you said, seasonal, whatever. It's the same kind of thing.
Yeah. And then your 5th slot, if you have a raid piece, be raid mods.
Interesting. So you're not really losing out on any mods, right?
No.
Okay.
And honestly, I like this too, just because, like, potentially you could use more different, like, stat increasements, because now, like, you're typically your raid mods were also where your seasonal is, so now you can use seasonal with a raid mod.
Yeah, that could be pretty big. That's what I was worried about, is if they were getting rid of, like, either one of those for some reason. I don't know.
No. It seems like it's gonna be just a 5th thing, and you'll be obviously. I don't know if you're gonna have, like, the points to be able to use it, but
right. That's the other thing. We'll see how this works out in the long run. I'm just worried that you'll run into another issue where you can't put a mod on a certain piece of gear. It's too old or something like that.
I think it has to be new, though.
From season 12. So anti-Taken mods will only be effective in the Last Wish raid. Anti-Hive in the Leviathan raid will be deprecated as well. Then the anti-Fallen raid mods from Scourge of the Past will be deprecated as well. Those mods were the best mods in the game because they just broke the game pretty much. Like you would take a 20% reduction in damage completely. And also you could get heavy ammo just by using a grenade. It also broke game modes like Gambit, where people would just put on the anti-whatever mods and then get a bunch of heavy ammo without having to use the like getting it from the wall or just having random drop.
So what you're saying, it seems like Bungie is trying to balance their game.
What? No. They never do that.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong, but that's what it sounds like.
Destiny will never be balanced, let's face it.
Well, no. But
yeah, they're trying.
They can try.
You could try to try. Anyways.
Sure.
That was a Simpsons reference.
I haven't watched The Simpsons in years.
Yeah,
so.
I know. Alright. They also mentioned that, like, working on raids and other content like that, like dungeons and stuff, they would have to keep in mind that those mods exist. So now that they're, like, phasing them out, they don't have to worry about those mods anymore.
Yeah.
Which is also a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not limiting what they can do, or like putting restraints on themselves because of this one thing that exists that some people have. Combat mods. All armor released in Beyond Light in Season 12. All Last Wish and Guardian Salvation armor acquired during Season 12. Armor 2.0 exotic armor pieces, including those possessed by players already, will have a combat style mod socket in Season 12. This socket will accept all charged with light and Warmind cell mods, which we've said.
How cool is that?
I'm really happy that the exotics are getting it.
Yes. Like, thank you. Like, that was really cool. And they, without even like really trying to do anything, they helped my boy out. You know, people are gonna be excited for Fridays now. They're gonna want to go Caesar.
Oh yeah. All right.
Like they're gonna be like, okay, Zer, what do you got for me? What armor piece you got me? Okay, you got me a Worm Husk. Okay, this might be an okay stat roll, but I got that mod slot now. So
yeah. I'm really happy that they made it so that if you already have the exotic or whatever armor, it's going to be there.
And another thing is, they're doing it for exotic armor. Can we get exotic weapons?
No, don't be silly.
They get a mod slot to have anti-barrier, overload, you know. But
then you can't equip the exotic to get rid of, like, for the anti-barrier. You have to use this one exotic for this. Yeah, I really hope they do something like that.
So I think kind of that's a look into, like, we could be seeing that in the future with exotics receiving essentially like the seasonal, the artifact, the anti-barrier mod. I don't think they should receive any other mods. I think they should only receive like barrier, like, and all that stuff. But
yeah,
I don't think they should.
We can start with that.
Any other mods?
But so next up, you have Festival of the Lost art and fashion shows. I don't really care about this.
Not a fashion guy, bro?
My fashion days are behind me. I don't know, you have anything to say?
Yeah. No, not really.
Alright.
I don't ever really try for this stuff. So if you do, good luck to you. So
all right, let's talk about
let's
talk about all the bugs in their game. Season of Arrivals time.
Wait, whoa. There's no bugs.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
This is Bungie game.
This is a Bungie game. This isn't the Marvel game.
Yes, which is dead, by the way.
It's got like 1,000 concurrent players on PC.
Yeah. Later. Bye.
Once they bring out Spider-Man, people will be playing on their PlayStations. So, anyways, season.
Oh, it's not in. Spider-Man's not in yet.
Not yet. He's coming in the future, and they haven't even put in Hawkeye yet, or the girl. I don't know her name, but the girl that's basically Hawkeye.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I saw this coming with this game, but
there just wasn't anything to do for the end game. Like, and the Exotics didn't matter.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like it was gonna be good, but it was gonna be a good life service game.
I was hoping their Exotics or like whatever their gear was gonna be like more interesting than what it was. Like, at least with Destiny Exotics and gear, it changes the way you play the game. And here it's just like, I don't know, here's some more stats, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I haven't played, so I mean we can. I mean, I can't really make. I didn't think it was gonna be a good life service game.
Yeah.
I felt like it would have been like just a fantastic like. I heard the campaign for it was really good.
Yeah, campaign was solid, and then after that, it was kind of a failure.
It was, yeah. Which I wasn't surprised about, but I mean, at least the campaign was good. Like, I would give them that. Like, so.
All right.
Anyways, back to
Bungie and their bugs.
The better live service game that doesn't include any bugs.
It's the Season of Arrivals title. Due to the Cradle encounter's weekly rotation, it's possible for players to miss an encounter before the end of the Season of Arrivals if they are not already completed. This will also prevent players from earning the Season of Arrivals title. Players who are looking to complete the Season of Arrivals title should ensure they have enough time to complete all associated triumphs before the end of the season. Players who earn the Season of Arrivals title should claim and equip to ensure that it isn't removed at the end of the season. So, you've had the last few months to get the triumphs for this title. I don't know. I don't care. I don't have any sympathy. Beyond Light and the end of Season of Arrivals to prepare for the release of Beyond Light. Season of Redacted on November 10th. Destiny 2 will be need to take offline for maintenance, 7 p.m. Pacific on November 9th. It will remain offline until November 10th at 9 a.m. During the offline period, the game will not be available. Season of Arrivals items will be made unavailable. Players are strongly urged to finish Season of Arrivals content and transfer for 7 p.m. November 9th. Closing out Season of Arrivals, the following things will be removed. Prophecy Dungeon, coming back later season. Ruinous Effigy quest, Traveler's Chosen quest. See the Silver Wings seasonal artifact. And unopened Umbral engrams. No, my Umbrals. What will I ever do?
Thank God.
I think I played with Ninja, and every time I play with him, he's like, the Umbrals are the worst thing in this game. I'm like, really? It's so funny.
They're
like tumbleweeds, man.
They're just everywhere, dude.
They're tumbleweeds.
It's just like they are, man. I'm just like, oh, I'll clear 10 of them out. Play 2 games of Crucible, and I have like 7 of them. And then, like, if you want to just delete them,
it takes fucking forever.
I mean, it does. You're just like, and I don't have any space. God.
The only time
talk about transmog tomorrow, please.
No, they're not talking about.
Don't wait for Thursday. Talk about it tomorrow.
No, they're not talking about it until after Beyond Light. They said.
I don't care. They got to talk about it tomorrow. You don't even have to even talk about it. Just tell me if I can delete my armor. That's all I want. Be like,
Ninja's already deleted his armor. He doesn't care anymore. He's like,
who?
Ninja. He's deleted all of his armor.
Oh, Ninja, yeah. Yeah, just because, like, I'm just like, I just got nowhere to put these things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a
struggle.
Yeah, the struggle of being a high-end Destiny player.
Yes.
PC migration. So for those of you that haven't transferred your Battle.net account to your Steam, do so now, because you won't be able to do it by December 1st. And you'll lose out on all your content, so like Forsaken, any other content that you bought. I have a couple people that haven't played it since Forsaken, I guess. I don't know. So I'm telling them to do their migration. Known issues. Did I skip anything? I don't think I did. Yeah. Known issues. We are aware of an issue where Candy Collected Emblem Tracker isn't tracking 2020 Candy. We're also investigating an issue where Eris Morn's dialogue and subtitles are not appearing for the Korean players in the final interface mission. We're investigating an issue where cipher decoders are not dropping often for players. Really? We are aware of an issue where the Masquerader's helmet has inconsistent power levels when acquired from Ava. We are aware of an issue where gear can sometimes drop at 750 power from the Haunted Forest chests. I honestly thought that was intended, that they were dropping at 750 for some reason.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know.
But I guess it's not intended. And then that's it for this week's TWAB.
See what DMG has to say.
He just says, thank you for playing the video game. We're working from home. We're excited about being on Europa.
Alright, looks like we could have some details about
the raid.
Yay! Yeah, next week.
A lot of people were worried about them not like having any details about the raid, and I figured that's just gonna come, man. Like, don't worry about it. They always talk about the raid.
I literally hope they don't just talk about the raid, but the people just want to know the date.
Right, that's what I mean.
Yeah, like, just tell us the date. So, I mean, because, like, personally, like, I'm not sweating buckets, because, like, I literally have used no vacation this year, so I have 3 weeks off in November.
I have, like, 3 days.
But there's a lot of... yeah, there's not a lot of people in my position, and, like, there's people, like, my company has a weekend shift. You know, there's probably a lot of Guardians out there that work weekends and want to be able to play this day one with their buds.
Yeah.
And you kind of need to give your workplace a little notice before, you know,
you
take it off.
Yep. So if you don't have anything else to add, I guess we'll be ending the show.
Yeah. So I mean, we're about an hour into it anyways, and I got another sneeze coming. I don't know when it's going to hit.
Alright, so where can the people find you?
You can find me, hopefully not sneezing, on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube at Sully__games.
You can find me, your host Thomas, on Twitter as Kane Plays Stuff, also on Twitch as Kane Plays Stuff. We can visit charshot.com for audio, video, written content. We do a podcast every week for just general video games as well. You can email me, thomas@charshot.com. If you want to be a guest on one of our shows. And tomorrow's Monday, isn't it? I'm going to be watching the first episode of Nitro with Ben. I'm going to record a watch-along for that. The actual pay-per-view is good, but when we got to World War III, that's when everything went downhill.
Yay! Also, how was World War III?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Ben
really
realized that it's a
means,
bad
but
it's a
I
bad
was just
match.
super happy that won because you did not want to watch that.
Anyways, that's going to be it for us tonight.
Yes.
Hope you all have a good night.
Hit it.
And eyes down, Guardians.